Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be talking about Iron Man 3. We finally kind of figured out through some pictures that were taken during filming who the villain will be, or at least one of the villains in Iron Man 3, and pretty exciting. The pictures are in the description, so go ahead and click down there if you want to see them while you're listening to me. Or you can always, check them out and come back. Basically, what can be made from the pictures is that obviously one of the characters is going to be the Iron Patriot. Well, sort of. The Iron Patriot in Marvel Comics is Norman Osborn. However, there's the issues right there is that Sony Pictures has the rights to Spider-Man and all of his villains. So they can't use Norman Osborn in a Marvel movie, period, at all. Now here comes the next part of that question is, do they need to? Well, I think it'd be, obviously, in an ideal world, it'd be great if they could use Norman Osborn as the Iron Patriot and do like a Dark Avengers type thing. But unfortunately, it's not possible because, Sony owns that. So, at least for the movie purposes. So they can't do it that way. So in other words, what they're going to do, it sounds like to me, is they're going to use another character, sort of what they did like with Iron Man 2, where they took Crimson Dynamo and Whiplash and combined them into Mickey Rourke's character. So they combined two characters from the comics into one, so to speak. And I think it worked pretty good. The only thing about it was they didn't give the villain enough time to really be fleshed out. And Mickey Rourke, in interviews after, you can go ahead and read this, was kind of adamant about the fact that he really wanted to do a good job playing that villain, and Marvel Studios basically gave him like no lines. Like they gave him almost no character development at all in the story. I mean, you're basically introduced to him. He shows up, tries to kick some ass. I mean, it's very, you know, hero centric, I guess you could say. It's very centered around Iron Man. It's not like the villains and Tony Stark. The villains themselves don't really get that well fleshed out, which is something that I think they did a good job of in the Avengers with Loki. Obviously, Loki's had a lot of time to really be fleshed out since he's had two movies, Thor and the Avengers. But with Mickey Rourke's character, it was kind of obvious that they could have done a lot more with him, and they probably should have, because I think Mickey Rourke, I think he really wanted to do something special with that role, but he just was not given the opportunity, and it turned out okay. But I think it could have been a lot better had they have given him the opportunity. This looks pretty cool right here because since it's not going to be Norman Osborn, it looks like they're going to probably take another Iron Man villain, sort of just combine him to sort of mean the same thing. The armor looks cool. It looks a lot like it does in the comic books with the red, blue, the star. I imagine maybe the light, when they add the CG, the star will sort of come off as a light effect, which will be kind of cool. The helmet looks good. I like the silver. I like the blue, the red around it. It really looks really cool. I can't wait to see it. In terms of where they're going to go with the storyline, are they going to do like a Dark Avengers type thing? I would love that. I mean, I know most of you guys probably seen my video where I was talking about the Avengers 2, and I threw out some kind of different villains there that I would have liked to see. I mean, it's probably going to be Thanos because it's been set up in the first one, but other villains that I would love to see in an Avengers type movie. One of the first ones I mentioned would be the Dark Avengers and the Iron Patriot. I just think that would be so cool to see on the big screen. Now that everyone knows who the Avengers are, maybe in Iron Man 3 we'll have this character, the Iron Patriot, played by, let's see, what's this guy's name? I had it here. One second. Looks like I lost it. James Badge Dale. So he will be playing at least the alter ego of the Iron Patriot. Who his actual character will be, I don't know. Everybody was assuming he'd play Coldblood, since his character is Eric Savin. So probably they'll combine two characters, sort of have him be Norman Osborn, like have a lot of the traits of Norman Osborn, steal the armor, and then also have the traits of this character Coldblood, who I'm not familiar with because I don't read Iron Man comics themselves. I don't read standalone Iron Man comics, comic books, but I do read Avengers. Anyway, I think that if they were to go the Dark Avengers route, I think that would be awesome if they could get it together and they could make that happen. But of course, there's going to have to be some members that I'd like to see. I'd like to see Ares in there, Sentry, at least, maybe Bullseye. Dakin's probably, yeah, I don't think they can use him because, again, he's tied to Wolverine, who is Fox. So they can't use Dakin. And they can't really use Venom or, you know, anything like that because that's Spider-Man 2. So, that kind of makes things difficult for them to be able to do Dark Avengers. So they could do Iron Patriot as a different character, not Norman Osborn, but somebody else, and it could still work. They could use Ares. They could use Sentry. They could use Moonstone, but they can't use Dakin. Bullseye they could use, and Venom they can use. So maybe they could do like half of Dark Avengers type thing. I just think it'd be kind of cool. We've seen the Avengers now with a superhero team-up type thing. It'd be cool for Iron Man 3 if we see like a villain team-up with a bunch of villains and have maybe Iron Man and War Machine help him out, as well as maybe somebody else like have Thor, like Chris Hemsworth, come in for a couple scenes, that kind of stuff. And I think it'd just be really good. So how the other guy, the villain, gets the armor? I mean, I'm assuming he probably steals it from Tony Stark. I doubt that he would make his own. And which armor it is, I don't know. It could be the Mark 6, but it kind of looks like the Mark 7. So anyway, have a look at the pictures, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Are you excited to see Iron Man 3 next year? Since filming has started now, I'm pretty excited. And if it turns out to be the Dark Avengers with at least a few, like if they put Ares in there or something, oh man, that would be sick. That would be awesome. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about it. Later, guys. Peace.